Good evening from Littleton Stadium. It's the Eaglecrest Raptors against the Arapahoe High School Warriors. Hi, everybody. I'm Dallas Davidson bringing you the play-by-play. Eric Robinson is our videographer for Amateur Sports Video. The Raptors are deep to receive the kickoff. It's a short one at the 25 and bumped out of bounds there. Is number 4 for the Raptors, Chris Arapahoe. They'll take over at the 29-yard line. Amateur Sports Video would like to welcome back the Eaglecrest Raptor boosters, parents, and supporters for the 1994 football season. Raptors take over on the 29-yard line. They're the defending 5A classification champions from last year in the state of Colorado. They're still in the 5A classification, which has now been incorporated into former 6A teams. The pitch out comes near side to Damian Brown, and he's cut down at the 30-yard line by number 55, Jason Fincham. For the Warriors, they will bring up about a 2nd and 9 for the Raptors, who are winless thus far in the 1994 season, looking for their first win. This is a home game for the Arapahoe Warriors. They're in a brown jersey with yellow pants, Eaglecrest in their white jerseys and white pants. Here's the pitch on the far side to Damian Brown again. Good running into the 30, across the 35 to the 40, and finally forced out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Over there for the Warriors was Chris Fritch, who plays free safety. As the black-shirted Warriors hope to shut down this high-powered Eaglecrest attack this afternoon. It's a perfect afternoon for football in Littleton Stadium. Beautiful, warm fall afternoon. Slot formation left, I formation. There's the hand into the middle now. And good running room in there for Bo Rogers, who struggles forward to the 47-yard line. A gain of about 4 yards. Kevin Hansen to stop for the Warriors. Pretty good crowd on hand this afternoon. Good support for both these teams today. Arapahoe in a 5-man front. There's the give inside again to Bo Rogers. Tough yardage up the middle. He's ahead for about 2 yards. Getting up off the bottom of the pile there is Rob Grummett for the Warriors.
3rd and 2 for Eaglecrest.
Trey Miller opens at quarterback for the Raptors. Bo Rogers at a running back. Damian Brown is also at a running back. And we'll see a lot of action from Terrell Cameron probably today as he lines up in the slot. Slot left. Now there's motion on the far side by the Raptors. No whistle yet. There's a pass that's lofted out to Cameron, incomplete at the 41-yard line. Covering out there was Kevin Hansen for Arapahoe. The Warriors in the black jerseys. They're the home team. And we'll see what the call was on that play. It appears no flag was thrown. Eaglecrest comes out now with about 2 yards to go for a first down. From the 43, there's the give left side. Damian Brown, good running room over the middle, and he pounds forward to the 37-yard line. As the Raptor offensive line is dominating the line of scrimmage, and it'll be a first down for the Raptors. Damian Brown, the 5'11", 175-pound senior at running back. Now coming near side is Andy Berard at a wide receiver for the Raptors. Slot formation right side. Terrell Cameron in at flanker. Bo Rogers is the halfback. There's the give to Cameron on a counter. He goes around left end, good yardage at the 35, the 30, the 25. Jukes a defender, and he's finally pushed out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. And over there again was Chris Fritch. He's had a lot of activity as the Raptors moving it on the ground at will. And that's another first down. First quarter action from Littleton Public School Stadium. Wide receiver near side. Cameron comes in the slot. I formation behind Trey Miller to give to the up back. Bo Rogers, and he's forward to about the 17-yard line. He's tackled again in there by Rob Grummett. And also getting up off the bottom of the pile is number 44, Chris Campbell. 2nd and about 8 now for the Raptors as they try to break on top early in this contest. Undefeated in 1993 were the Eaglecrest Raptors with a record of 14-0. There's the fake on the up back, and Cameron is going to be pounded down for a loss in the Raptor backfield by number 51, Kyle Schmillen, on a nice play. Schmillen come breaking up the middle. He's a 6'1", 180-pound defensive lineman for the Warriors. And that's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Raptors. Miller brings out the Raptors. I formation, slot left. Cameron is in at a flanker. And there's a bobble on the exchange, but Miller bounces out to the outside. He's got a little running in, stiff arms the defender. And then he's jersey tackled out of bounds over there by number 30, Tom Ellis, for the Warriors. Good reaction and good thinking by Trey Miller as he bounced out to the outside after a little trouble on the exchange and still picks up pretty good yardage. So it'll be 4th down and about 7 yards to go for 1st down, and we're going to have a field goal try for Eaglecrest. Coming on is Luke Rogers, the kicker, 5'11" sophomore. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. It hits the upright and bounces away, no good. The kick was long enough, he had plenty of leg, but it bounced off the left upright and is no good, and Arapahoe will take over for the first time at their own 20-yard line as the first Raptor drive is thwarted on the missed field goal attempt by Luke Rogers. Artificial turf here at Littleton Stadium. It's probably fairly warm down on the field, but as this is an early evening game, the players shouldn't be feeling too uncomfortable. Slot formation near side for the Warriors. 2 wide receivers, the lone eye back. Now I have motion as the tight end resets. That's Hank Moody. There's the give to the halfback. He's over the 25 to the 26-yard line. Pretty good gain there. And on the carry for Arapahoe is Lance Velker, number 22. Quarterback for the Warriors is number 7, Clay Brown. Also in the backfield now behind Brown is number 25, Kevin Armitage. So Armitage and Velker line up behind Clay Brown in the Warrior backfield. Gives again on the right side to Velker. He's ahead for pretty good running room. He's bumped out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. First and 10 now for the Warriors as they pick up good yardage on their first 2 running plays. And we'll set the wide receivers as we pick them up. Now the referee wants to talk things over with the Warriors. Number 24 near side at a flanker is Mike Cadwallader. Motion near side now. That's Kevin Armitage, resets. Brown gives to Velker, and he's stuck in the middle on a good tackle in there by number 50 for the Raptors. Kevin Vidmer, defensive lineman. He's a senior, 5'11", 180 pounds. So not much doing there, only a gain of about 2 for the Warriors. 2nd and about 8 from the 37-yard line. Number 27 coming near side for the Raptors in coverage is Milo Haynes. The corner now, the Warriors reset. 3 wide receivers near side. Brown has a little trouble on the snap. He's got a little pressure, but he completes it near side over here to Kevin Armitage. Out to the 43-yard line. And on the coverage for the Raptors was Milo Haynes. Brown looks to the sideline to pick the play up. Warriors come out. Armitage sets near side of the wide receiver. Slot formation, near side, single back. Now going in motion far side is Tom Moore. The give is in the middle. Breaking an arm tackle in there is Velker. And we'll have to see. He's pretty close to a first down, I believe. Velker again on the carry, and it is good for a first down for the Warriors. So both teams keeping it on the ground in the early going, although Brown has put it up once on one completion. And Brown doesn't like the play he's getting, and he's going to call a timeout. So we have no score in the first quarter in the early going between the Raptors and the Warriors. Three wide receivers go far side now for Arapahoe. Single back set. Brown calls the signals. Long count. Now he drops, quick drop, and he looks out and it's complete on the far side. About the 47, dodging a tackle, and out to the 50 is number 10, Jason Thiebaud. A wide receiver for the Warriors. It'll be second and about 6 for Arapahoe. Starting in the defensive end for Eaglecrest is number 94, Jasper Armstrong. The near side defensive end. Try to pick up the number on the far side. It's a little hard to see from this angle. It looks like Luke Gabriel. No, he's an offensive player. It's hard to set their numbers. Single back set, two wide receivers near side. Brown drops back to pass. He's looking near side, and he overshoots the mark. He's going to Jason Thiebaud again. And over there on the coverage was Milo Haynes. Good coverage there. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 for Arapahoe. And we'll see if the Eaglecrest defense can stiffen and get the ball back for the offense. No penalties thus far in the early going. It's been a quickly played first quarter. Now Thiebaud comes near side along with Velker. Tight end resets. Hank Moody on the far side. Brown drops straight back. Really pressure up the middle. He gets it away, and it's almost intercepted by the Raptors. Had it in his hands. Bo Rogers back there playing a defensive back, and he just couldn't bring the ball down. But boy, what a great opportunity. Oh, there's number 99 is Ben Jordan at the other defensive end for the Raptors. So the Raptors hold, and Arapahoe will be forced to kick. And they'll drop back into deep punt formation. Punting from the line of scrimmage at about the 50. High snap. High punt. And it's coming down almost out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. And now going out of bounds is Bo Rogers. Good kick. Excellent kick. A net of 42 yards from the line of scrimmage. An excellent punt. And it drives the Raptors deep in their own territory to take over on this offensive possession. They set now behind Trey Miller. Single back set. I formation. Damian Brown comes forward to about the 10-yard line, so he pushes ahead for about 2 yards. Jason Fincham again on the tackle. And it'll be second and about 8 for the Raptors. We don't have number 1 on our roster this afternoon, but he's in at a wide receiver. Oh, excuse me, it's Todd Reed. Todd Reed, he sets far side. Terrell Cameron in the slot, I formation. There's that fake counter play, and up the middle for good yardage and still going. Excellent yardage on the play. Trey Miller executed that very well with Damian Brown. Brown wound up with the ball, and he moved forward for good yardage over the 25-yard line as Trey Miller really disguised the play well and had Terrell Cameron coming around the near side on the counter fake. Now Cameron sets as a flanker near side, I formation. Eaglecrest staying in the same set. Now Miller's going to drop back the pass. He's getting pressure up the middle. He unloads it over the middle, and it's touched in there by Mark Moon. But he couldn't bring it down. Mark Moon is listed as an offensive lineman and defensive lineman, but he was out for the pass there. He's 6'3", 215-pound senior. So that was the first pass of the afternoon for Eaglecrest, and it goes as an incompletion. Now Moon sets as a tight end near side. High formation. There's the pitch to Damian Brown. He's got a pretty good hole on the far side, and he moves over the 40-yard line. Finally pushed out of bounds over there by a couple of Warriors. Number 59 and on the play was Barry Motts.
First and 10 for 43.
And that'll be a 1st and 10 for Eaglecrest. as they've moved the ball out from their own 8-yard line. Now Andy Berard comes near side wide receiver for the Raptors. Slot formation right behind Trey Miller. There's the fake, a counter play to Terrell Cameron. He breaks a couple of tackles, breaks over the 50 to the 45. Dragging tacklers on an excellent run by Terrell Cameron. Holding on for the tackle and slow to get up on the play. It looked like Slade Nelson, a linebacker for the Warriors. Terrell Cameron on an excellent run. Todd Reed comes back in now for the Raptors. He breaks out far side. Mark Moon at the tight end. From the Arapahoe 45-yard line. There's the fake to the up back. Trey Miller still has the ball. He looks to pass. He's looking deep over the middle. And it's intercepted by the Warriors at the 19-yard line. Nice play there by Chris Fritsch as he comes down with the ball. The ball was well thrown, but just a little underthrown out there by Trey Miller. And Fritsch comes down with the interception for the homestanding black shirts, the Arapahoe Warriors. And we have a whistle now and a stop at the play. Momentarily now they're going to wind the clock. Arapahoe comes out. Now 84, splitting out far side is Mike Nelson for the Warriors. Slot formation right. Motion near side. Jason Tebow. There's the snap. There's a fumble on the play, and it's going to be recovered by Eaglecrest. Number 94 on the play, Jasper Armstrong, busting in there from his defensive end position, and he recovers the exchange deep in Arapahoe Warrior territory at the 15-yard line. He was untouched, and he busted in there, and as soon as Clay Brown put it on the turf, Jasper Armstrong was there for the recovery for the Raptors, so a big break there as they take over deep in Warrior territory. First turnover of the game, second turnover of the game, actually back-to-back turnovers there on that possession. As Trey Miller threw the interception, then they get it right back. Here's Damian Brown near side at the 10. He's got running room. He's down to the 5. Bowls over a tackler at about the 2-yard line, and they finally get him out of bounds at about the 1.5. He doesn't have the greatest size in the world, but he runs with a lot of authority, and he put a lick on a couple of Arapahoe Warrior defenders on that play. So that's the first down. It'll be first and goal for Eaglecrest as they look to break on top early. Rogers and Damian Brown set behind Trey Miller. Terrell Cameron in the slot. We'll see what they can do. There's the give up the middle, but I think we have a whistle on the play. Bo Rogers went in for a touchdown, but we had a whistle on the play, and we're going to get the call now. And it's going to be offside against the Warriors. So that will move the ball even closer to the goal line, inside the 1-yard line. As the lights begin to throw some shadows on the field here at Littleton Stadium as the sun goes down in the west. And what has been a beautiful fall afternoon for football. There's the quarterback sneak straight ahead. Trey Miller, it looks like he may be in for the touchdown, and he is. Touchdown Raptors, and Eaglecrest goes on top. 6-0. Now we'll see about the kicking duties here. Coming out for the point after conversion attempt is Luke Rogers for Eaglecrest. He had one field goal attempt go awry. There's the snap. The kick is up. Nice high kick, and it's good. So Eaglecrest goes up 7-0 over the Arapahoe Warriors at Littleton Stadium. So there's a break in the action. This is Amateur Sports Video. Arapahoe sets to receive the kick now from the Raptors. Luke Rogers sets the Raptors. Prepares to send the kick deep to the waiting Warriors. He moves up to the ball. It's a nice kick. It's high and it's deep, and it's going to go into the end zone. And Jason Tebow decides better is returning it, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Eaglecrest goes on top, 7-0 by virtue of the quarterback sneak by Trey Miller. After the fumble recovery by Jasper Armstrong at the 15-yard line, set up that short drive for the touchdown. Now we have an equipment malfunction on the Eaglecrest in the defensive backfield. They're trying to fix that, and the referee is waiting for them to get that adjusted. Jasper Armstrong, the one defensive lineman for the Raptors. Number 77, Justin Shepard is in there. 51, Kevin Vidmer, also in there. Number 22 at a corner on the far side is Courtney McHugh. And now coming in for Eaglecrest at another defensive back is Landon Quintana. He comes near side. 4-3 set for the Raptors. Single back formation for the Warriors. As Clay Brown brings him out. There's the give up the middle to Belfer. He stopped up immediately by the Raptors on defense. Jeremy Samuelson with the big hit in there. And he drops Belfer for a 2-yard loss. Nice tackle by Samuelson. Also in there on defense for the Raptors is Greg Cutlip at a linebacker. Milo Haynes has gone all the way at a defensive back. Landon Quintana is in there as well. And Tyson Goulding at a linebacker as well. So here come the Warriors, second and about 12. Two wide receivers far side, man in motion near side is Hank Moody. Ground drops, quick drop, throws complete to Jason Tebow. It's going to be ankle tackled at the 21-yard line over there by Landon Quintana. Courtney McHugh. Nice open field tackle by Courtney. To hold that for only about a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Warriors now. Also on the defensive line is Ben Jordan. So that pretty well sets the Eaglecrest defense. Single back offense. Brown likes to look to the quick pass. He's done that a couple of times tonight. Velker resets. Velker gets the ball on a quick open up the middle. He's got some running room, but he's going to be stopped short of the first down at about the 27-yard line. A tackle in there by number 51 and 33, Greg Cutlip and Kevin Vidmer for the Raptors. And the Warriors will have to kick the ball away again. From about their own 27-yard line. Good snap. There's the kick. It's another high kick. It's going to be taken at about the 40-yard line, and Bo Rogers just falls forward there. That was Bo Rogers and Trey Miller deep to receive the kick. And they're covered up there at the 43-yard line, so Eaglecrest will take over in good field position. Raptors lead 7-0 in this one on a Trey Miller quarterback sneak from the 1-yard line. Andy Berard comes near side. Terrell Cameron at a flanker. There's the snap, and Miller drops straight back to pass. He's got all day. He's looking deep. Now he looks back over the middle, and it looks like he one-hops it in there. It is incomplete to Bo Rogers. He was covered in there by Jason Fincham and Chris Campbell for the Warriors. So 2nd and 10, and there is a flag on the play. And they're talking to the Warrior captain, Jason Fincham, the linebacker. We'll see what the call is. As the referee is looking to the side, now it's being marked off, and it's a major infraction against Eaglecrest. 15 yards stepped off back to the 25-yard line. Clipping is the indication. So that will bring up 1st and 25 for Eaglecrest. 1st and actually about 28. Trey Miller sets the Raptors. He drops the pass. Big rush, but it's a screen near side to Damian Brown. And he's going to be bottled up there at the 20. He struggles forward, and he's going to be hauled down at about the 19-yard line. Good pursuit by Fincham and Chris Campbell for the Warriors. So nothing doing on the screen play. It was a good idea, but Damien took the ball so deep he couldn't break free of the containment. And the clock runs down, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play here at Littleton Stadium, with Eaglecrest leading the Arapahoe Warriors 7-0. You're watching Amateur Sports Video. Referee spots the ball as we begin second quarter action. Trey Miller brings out the Raptors second and long, about 31 yards. He looks over the middle. The pass was intended for Andy Berard. He's upended out there, incomplete at the 30-yard line. And it's going to be third and long now for Eaglecrest as we begin the second quarter of play. Eaglecrest leads Arapahoe 7-0. Todd Reed comes in at a wide receiver now. Arapahoe has pretty good size on the defensive line, but nothing extraordinary by Class 5A standards. And Eaglecrest has been able to move the ball on the ground, but long yardage here. There's Bo Rogers. He busts up the middle for a pretty good gain, but it's going to be well short of a first down. He's out to about the 27-yard line. Ryan McGrady on the stop. And the Raptors will be forced to turn the ball over. As the clipping call gave them a 1st and 28, and they were never able to pick up the first down. So Eaglecrest will punt the ball away. I believe it's Damian Brown deep to do the kicking chores. There's a high snap to Damian. Big pressure up the middle. Damian's going to run with it at the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. He's got room. He's at the 50, and very, very close to a first down in Arapahoe territory. We'll watch the spot of the ball. I think it's going to be just short of a first down. It's at about the 48-yard line. And what a play by Damian Brown as he just squirted outside and came very close to picking up the first down. And it looks like they have given him, no cigars. It was just short. So the Warriors will take over. Damian Brown got a lot of pressure up the middle, and he escaped it and decided to pull it down and run with it, and almost picked up a 3rd and 31 for Eaglecrest. Single back set, that's Berkler. Behind playground, now is the shovel pass up the middle to Kevin Armitage. He's ankle tackled at about the 46-yard line. Nice play in there by Jeremy Samuelson on the tackle for Eaglecrest. As Brown shoveled it forward to Kevin Armitage.
Second 4 for the Warriors.
There's a gain of about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 now. Brown digs out the Warriors. Slot formation to the right. Now motion near side, Jason Tebow. Brown is going to give to the up back, and he collides in the middle on a late flag now. See who gets up off the pile. Nice play as Ben Jordan for the Raptors. He just pushed his man straight back into the backfield, and Velker had no place to go. And we'll see what the call is on the penalty. And they're talking to Bo Rogers. So it looks as though it's going to go against Arapahoe should the Raptors take the penalty. And there's the call. It goes against Arapahoe. They take over now at their own 40. As they'll have 2nd and long. Velker sets behind Brown. Brown drops back. He's got pretty good time. Throwing it long on the far side. It's intercepted over there by Trey Miller. And he's bumped out of bounds by Armitage and Mike Cadwalader. And a late flag on the far side now at the Eaglecrest bench. So the interception by the Raptors gives them the ball back, but we'll have to wait and see what the call is and see if they keep the ball. It looked like it came in well after that play had developed, and yes, Eaglecrest will keep the ball, and they take over after the interception by Trey Miller. He gives to Damian Brown, spins off one tackle, and crosses the 35 out to about the 37.
Brought down by Chris Campbell and Jason Mitchell.
Tackled by Chris Campbell. Nice gain on the play.
Second and 20 for Eaglecrest.
So the penalty went against Eaglecrest, and after that gain, it'll be 2nd and 20. And some of these big penalties are making it tough for the Eaglecrest offense to get on track. High formation. The pitch near the far side to Damian Brown. He squirts across the 50. Brought down again by Jason Fincham. He's been busy. Actually, it's very close to 50, about the 47-yard line. A gain of about 13 yards. Nice run by Damian Brown. He's got great speed, and he broke around the end for a good gain. We'll see if the Raptors can keep possession of the ball after starting off in that big hole. This will bring up 3rd and about 11. There's the fake up the middle. Now it's Terrell Cameron coming near side. He's going to be bottled up and breaks an arm tackle. Breaks another one, crosses the 50. And he's brought down at the 48 by Barry Motts for the Warriors. And I believe it's going to be short of a first down. And Damian Brown had to bring the ball down and run it on the last Eaglecrest punt attempt. Well, we'll see what they decide to do now. We have looks like a Raptor down on the field being attended to. Punt formation now. Damian Brown drops back at his 41-yard line for the Raptors. Pretty good snap, a little low. He gets this kickoff. It's high, a little short. Fair catch is waved, and it's going to bounce at about the 10, at the 5, and just barely trickle into the end zone. The Raptors weren't able to get down there, and down there on coverage was Mike Marucci. So the Warriors come out 1st and 10 from the 20 in second quarter action. Clay Brown has had trouble getting the Arapahoe offense going so far tonight. Hands off in the middle there to Velker. He's ahead for about 4 yards. Tackling there by Jasper Armstrong. And also getting off is Greg off the bottom of the pile is Greg Cutlet. Good pursuit by the Eaglecrest defense. And as Arapahoe has yet to mount a scoring threat in the game. Tebow comes near side. And now number 32, Tom Moore is in. Velker sets behind Clay Brown. Brown hands to Velker. Breaks an arm tackle. He's hit now and brought down by Jasper Armstrong. And also in there was Milo Haynes coming up from his defensive back position. So that'll bring up 3rd and short. 3rd and about 1 for the Warriors for a first down. Now the lights really begin to come up here at Littleton Stadium. 3rd and short. Let's see if the Raptors can hold. Velker sets behind Brown, long count. He finally gives to Velker, and he's forward over the 30-yard line for the first down. He's tripped up by Jeremy Samuelson in the middle. Nice play by Jeremy. He gets up a little slow.
Kevin Vidmer on the tackle.
And Kevin Vidmer also on the tackle.
First and 10 from the
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Eaglecrest leads 7-0 in the second quarter going here. Brown talks to Velker, says go over there now. Armitage sets in the slot. He comes in motion near side. Brown's looking for Armitage. He's looking. It hits Armitage on the hands, and it was almost picked off by Landon Quintana in there. Oh, excuse me, Courtney McHugh. As Armitage turned around he came in motion, and Brown turned around on the pass, and all he could get was one hand on the ball, and he almost popped it up in the air where Courtney McHugh could get his hands on the ball. So Brown brings out the Warriors again. He's been intercepted twice tonight. One by Trey Miller. Brown drops straight back to pass. No pressure up the middle. He's looking out here to Jason Tebow, who had cut in front of Bo Rogers at the 50, but it's incomplete. So we'll see what the Warriors can do now. Their offenses have had a hard time getting on track tonight against this Eaglecrest defense. A lot of Raptors go both ways on this team. Trey Miller and Bo Rogers both playing defensive back positions as well as offense. Armitage splits out as a wide receiver far side now. Velker sets behind Brown. He'll probably throw. Looks like a three-man front, four-man rush now. There's pretty good pressure up the middle. And Brown eludes it. He throws it upfield now, high and over the defender, Eaglecrest defender jumping high. I couldn't get the number. I think it was Bo Rogers, and he was going for Jason Tebow, but the ball was overthrown. He was getting pressure from Kevin Vidmer. Had excellent pressure that time on Clay Brown, and he hurried the play. And Eaglecrest will get the ball back as the Warriors will have to kick. And they drop into deep punt formation. And there's the snap. Another high kick. Spiraling, good kick. Coming down to Bo Rogers at the 27, across the 30, steps over a tackler at the 35, the 40, and squirts out to the 43 on an excellent return. Nice bit of open field running by Bo Rogers as he stepped over one would-be tackler and moves it out for about 18 yards on the return. So good field position for the Raptors on this possession as they'll take over at the 44. Trey Miller brings out the Raptors. He gives on the tailback, Damian Brown. He faked to Rogers. Nice ball handling by Trey Miller. As Damian Brown got the ball ultimately. And we've got a player slow to get up. I couldn't pick up his number. Now Trey Miller looks to the sideline, and coming in is Nathan Szymanski at a wide receiver. He splits far side, does Szymanski. Terrell Cameron in the slot. High formation. Rogers and Brown. Rogers gets the ball, the up back. Good running room. Excellent holes in there in the interior of the Eaglecrest line. And Rogers moves forward for a good gain. Should be another first down, and it is for the Raptors as they move the ball now against the Warriors. The Warriors are out of the newly reorganized Continental Conference in 5A classification. There's the fake. There's a give on the counter to Terrell Cameron. Good blocking on the far side, and he moves over to the 38-yard line. Nice hole. They've executed that play well tonight. Another good gain. It'll be second and about 5. The Arapahoe Warriors were 5-7 overall last year and 4-1 in conference play. This is a home game for the Warriors, as Littleton Public School Stadium is their home site. Near side comes Nathan Szymanski now for the Raptors. Terrell Cameron in at a flanker still. There's the pitch, far side, Damian Brown. He's across the 39 and tripped up at about the 37-yard line by the Warriors. So we'll see what happens now. Coming in for the Raptors is Todd Reed at a wide receiver. It's going to be third and about 4 for the Raptors. Slot formation near side. The pitch to Damian Brown. He's across the 40. Rogers blocker to the 35 on a nice bit of running. And crosses the 35 to about the 34. It'll be very close to a first down. Eaglecrest is coached by Ron Peterson in his 4th year. And they won the state championship last year. The 14-0 record. Looking for a win here tonight as they are the visiting team. Their home side is Stutler Bowl in southeast Denver. And we'll have a timeout now by Eaglecrest with the Raptors up 7-0 over the Warriors on Amateur Sports Video. Raptors come back out now. First down. Damian Brown gets the ball. He's tripped up in the backfield. Still leads a couple of tackles. Loose ball. A Warrior comes up with it. It's still loose on the ground. Big fight for the ball. It's still bouncing around there. And we're going to wait for the indication. We've got arms going every which way. As Damian Brown, struggling forward for those extra yards, was hit by a couple of Warriors, and the ball popped up. But the Raptors come up with it, and it looks like it was Jasper Armstrong. He's also going both ways tonight on the offensive and defensive line. So he's forced a fumble on the defensive side of the ball, and he's also recovered a fumble now on the offensive side of the ball. Some big plays by Jasper Armstrong tonight. High formation from the 30. Trey Miller sets the Raptors. There's the fake pitch now. Terrell Cameron on the counter. He breaks inside the line. Everything was bottomed up to the outside, and he cut it back over the 25. Nice bit of recognition there. Gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Chris Campbell on the tackle for the Warriors. 2nd and 5 now. Eaglecrest pounding it out on the ground. Trey Miller keeps it. He drops the pass. He's got all day. Throws it out in a short flat here to Terrell Cameron, but it was underthrown, and Cameron had to lean over to pick up the ball. And Trey Miller really had all day to throw it, but he just underthrew Terrell Cameron. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Raptors. From the 24 now. We'll see what they can do. Try to get on the board in the second quarter. Trey Miller with the fake. He looks over the middle. Complete at the 11-yard line on an excellent catch by Jasper Armstrong. The 6'2", 210-pound junior showing great hands. What a great game he's having on defense and offense as well, as Trey Miller hits him on 3rd and 5 for a first down at the 11-yard line. Eaglecrest. It's been all Eaglecrest in the first half here, as Arapahoe has yet to mount a scoring threat. High formation now. Doesn't give up the middle. It's Bo Rogers, and he pounds forward for about 4 yards. Jason Fincham on the tackle, along with, see who gets up off the bottom here. It's Ryan McGrady, also in on the tackle. He's been busy tonight. Todd Reed comes near side. Jasper Armstrong at the tight end. Terrell Cameron in at flanker. Trey Miller sets the Raptors from the 7. There's the fake inside. Cameron on the counter. Cameron's got the ball at the 4 and pounds forward to about the 3-yard line. And we're going to have a timeout as Cameron comes immediately up off the ground and calls a quick timeout. So when we come back, Eaglecrest will have the ball 3rd and 3 at the Arapahoe 3-yard line. 3rd and 3 for a first down. They need to get to about the 1. Trey Miller, the pitch near side to Damian Brown. He's got a convoy of blockers. He breaks across the 5. He'll be in for the touchdown. Eaglecrest, as he had great blocking on the near side, coming out of the backfield, and he motors in for a touchdown. 13-0 now. Eaglecrest on about a 4-yard touchdown squeeze by Damian Brown. So the first score in the second quarter of action. Setting the kick now is Luke Rogers. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it's good. And it's going to be 14-0 now. Eaglecrest over the homestanding Arapahoe Warriors. Second quarter action on Amateur Sports Video. A lot of spirit on the sidelines this evening at Littleton Public School Stadium. An excellent turnout, perfect weather for a football game, no precipitation. The high today was only about 80, and right now it's very pleasant, probably 68 degrees. As Eaglecrest spirit in evidence here tonight as the Raptors have broken out to a 14-0 lead now over Arapahoe. Eaglecrest sets the kick. And it's Luke Rogers on to do the kicking duty. He moves up to the ball. Low but deep. Carries down into the end zone. And an automatic touchback is called there. In high school football, it appears that if the kick returner receives the ball in the end zone, it is an automatic touchback with both feet. Belfer sits behind Brown now. We'll see if Arapahoe can get anything going. It's complete near side. Good coverage on the near side by Courtney McHugh as he takes down the Warrior wide receiver, Tom Moore. An H-back for the Warriors. Nice coverage there by Courtney McHugh as he came up quickly on the tackle. 2nd and 5 now from about the 25. Warriors go back in the huddle now as we have a stop in the play. Now we're ready to go. 3 wide receivers far side. Brown and Velker. Brown drops straight back to pass. Pretty good protection. Floats it out far side, complete to Kevin Armitage. He's at the 35 and bounced out of bounds over there by Milo Haynes. So Brown connects with Armitage on one of the better pass plays for the Warriors and gives Arapahoe a first down. He's been victimized with 2 interceptions tonight, and that's played a large part in stymieing the Arapahoe offense. Now Armitage goes out wide right on the far side of the field. Brown and Velker. Brown drops straight to pass. Nope. And he overthrows Tom Moore over there on the far side. Coverage was by Greg Cutler coming up with his linebacker position. Arapahoe has really very few seniors on this team. It's a fairly young team for the Warriors. They set now behind quarterback Clay Brown. He's gone all the way. Lance Belfer sits behind him. Drops the pass, looks near side. It's complete over the middle to a big target. That's Hank Moody, the tight end, 6'3", 190. He's dragged down out there by Tyson Goulding in a linebacker for Eaglecrest, and that'll be a first down. But it looks like we have a timeout on the play, as that moves out for a first down at the 45-yard line, and Arapahoe calls timeout. Brown sets the Warriors, drops the pack, looks deep, far side. It's into the crowd, and it's intercepted by the Raptors. In there on the play is Trey Miller for his 2nd interception of the night. Along with Milo Haynes, they had that covered like a blanket as Clay Brown threw into triple coverage, an ill-advised pass. And that's the end of the half as Eaglecrest ends the half on another interception of Clay Brown. So Eaglecrest leads 14-0 at the half. Second half action from Littleton Stadium. Amateur Sports Video bringing you this 5A tilt between the Arapahoe Warriors and the Eaglecrest Raptors. As the Raptors kick off for the Warriors to begin the second half, the kick's taken at the 5, the 10, the 15, to the 20, the 25, and dragged out of bounds over there. On the near side is Kevin Armitage. Clay Brown sets the Warriors. Jason Tebow goes in motion far side. He wants to pitch to Velker, but he keeps it on the quarterback keeper on the option down the line. And he's across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So 2nd and 7, Jasper Armstrong was in on the play for the Raptors, who lead 14-0, looking to get on to the victory track for the first time in this 1994 season. Landon Quintana comes at Courtney McHugh, and Quintana going close to the line. It's complete on the far side over there to Tom Moore from Clay Brown. He's caught a couple of passes tonight. He runs fairly good patterns, and Clay Brown hits him there for a short gain. Let's see if they keep the ball on the ground. They've got a little makeup work to do here as they trail the Raptors 14-0. Brown's had a couple of passes picked off, too, by Trey Miller in this game. Welker now. Brown drops the pass, and he hits his wide receiver, and he's pounded immediately over there by Courtney McHugh. Excellent coverage by Courtney McHugh on an excellent hit near side on Hank Moody, and Moody couldn't hang on to the ball. He's a big target, 6'3", 190 pounds, but McHugh had excellent coverage. And Arapahoe will have to give up the ball. Line of scrimmage is about the 36-yard line. A high snap. There's the kick. It's a short kick, shorter than earlier ones. Now it's going to bounce. It hits the Raptor. Trey Miller was back to receive it, but then it's covered up at the 32-yard line on a heads-up play by, I believe, Damian Brown. Yes. So a heads-up play by Damian Brown as the Eaglecrest avoids a minor disaster there, as that was a live ball, and the Warriors were going for it. But no harm done, and Eaglecrest comes out to take over for the first time in the second half. They're on 32-yard line. Todd Reed comes near side. Cameron, Brown, and now we have a new up back, replacing Bo Rogers. Damian Brown breaks 3 tackles and keeps going for an excellent gain. He was led over there by Marcus Spivey, who's in at halfback for Bo Rogers. Damian's still on the ground, and we're going to have a timeout while he's attending to us. He's shaken up on an excellent run to open the second half offensive action. So Damian goes off the field, and we've got Marcus Spivey, Terrell Cameron, and we'll set the tailback to fake to the tailback. Cameron comes near side on the counter. That's trouble. He's going to be bottled up, but he still breaks around to the 45, and he's finally pushed out at about the 50, and moves out onto the outside track, outside the field here at Littleton Stadium. So Terrell making a pretty good play out of that. It looked like he was bottled up in the backfield by Kevin Hansen, strong safety. But he makes something out of it. Now Damian's back in the game. Marcus Spivey replacing Bo Rogers at halfback. Trey Miller drops the pass. Fakes. Now he's dragged down from behind. Good pressure on the backside by number 51, Kyle Schmillen for the Warriors. So no gain on the play, and actually a loss of about 3. Taking the ball back to the 46. As Trey Miller was looking, he pump faked once, but he couldn't find anybody open, and probably did the right thing by eating the ball as it was hauled down from the backside. Marcus Spivey, Damian Brown, Terrell Cameron behind Trey Miller. All senior backfield. Miller fakes inside, drops the pass. He's going on the far side. He's got a man wide open. It's caught out there by Terrell Cameron, who's at the 20, to the 15, the 10. He's dragged down in the end zone. Touchdown, Eaglecrest. Too little, too late for the Warriors as Terrell Cameron drags 2 defenders in the end zone on a beautiful pass from Trey Miller, who laid it into a wide open Terrell Cameron, and he did the rest, outrunning the coverage, and Eaglecrest goes up 20-0. Luke Rogers will come on for the point after touchdown attempt. He's a soccer-style kicker. He's been good as gold on the PATs tonight, but he has gone awry on 1 field goal attempt. Good snap, good kick. It's high and it's good. And Eaglecrest goes up 21-0, shutting out the Warriors thus far in third quarter action. That's the Arapahoe sideline, near side. Coaching staff has got to be a little concerned about their Warriors, who trail the visiting Eaglecrest Raptors 21-0 now in the third quarter. After a beautiful pass play from Trey Miller downfield to Terrell Cameron, who's had a terrific game for the Raptors. Luke Rogers moves up to the ball. It's a high kick, and it's going deep and into the end zone for a touchback. Jason Tebow, he wants to run it out, but they just won't let him. So we'll see if the Warriors can get some offensive activity going here. It's been tough sledding tonight. Brown drops the the pass. He's got pressure on the outside. Hands up in the middle, throwing over the Raptor defense to Tom Moore. Pass was intended for Moore. Incomplete. And there was good coverage in there. And here's a young fan. He's excited about the game. Getting a little assist from Dad in the spirit department. And now he covers up. So here come the Warriors, 2nd and 10 now from their own 20. Velker sets behind Brown. Brown drops the pass. Pretty good protection. It's complete over the middle to Kevin Armitage at the 20, the 25, the 30. And now he's rattled out of bounds on the near side by Jasper Armstrong and Damian Brown. That's going to be good for a first down for the Warriors. Nice pattern run by Kevin Armitage. As a crossing pattern over the middle, and he was wide open. Armitage comes near side. Velker sets behind Brown. Now in motion, far side is Jason Tebow. Brown gives to Velker up the middle. A little running room, but it's stopped up there by Courtney McHugh. And also Tyson Goulding. Tyson Goulding and McHugh on the tackle. Courtney McHugh's had a lot of tackles tonight. He's been very active. So it'll be 2nd and about 6 now. And the referee wants a timeout on the field. And now he runs the clock and they're ready to go. So here come the Warriors to see if they can get something going. It's Mike Nelson splitting out on the far side at a wide receiver. Tebow goes in motion, far side. Courtney McHugh comes in tight. And the ball's batted down at the line of scrimmage and hands up over there. It looked like it was either Ben Jordan or I think it was Ben Jordan. And a nice knockdown on Clay Brown's pass at the line of scrimmage. Good pressure up the middle by the Raptors. And that'll bring up 3rd and about 6. So here come the Warriors, and they desperately need to get some kind of offensive momentum going. They just have not been able to get any kind of continuity going offensively tonight. Now we have a little confusion as the Arapahoe center, Barry Marks, is talking to the referee. Now we're ready to go. 3rd and about 7. Brown drops the pass. Pretty good pressure up the middle. Hands up again by the Eaglecrest defenders, and it's incomplete out there to Tom Moore. And that's going to bring up a punting situation again for Arapahoe, and they just can't get any offensive continuity going tonight. They've had good plays, some good production sporadically, but no consistency. They've been unable to move the ball down the field on the Eaglecrest defense. And some turnovers have hurt as well. Good rush by Eaglecrest on that punt. The punt's fumbled again by Damian Brown. Now he picks it up, and he's going to be buried at the 31-yard line. Good coverage there by Kyle Schmillen as he mishandled the punt. You don't know how much the lights come into play on some of these night games. But in any event, the Eaglecrest is going to be able to take over again as the punt return goes for negative yardage, but they retain possession of the ball. Todd Reed comes near side. And they set behind Trey Miller, leading 21-0. There's the give to Damian Brown. Good running room over the middle of that line. Ed Potter is in on the line for Eaglecrest. Mark Moon has been in all night, as well as Zach Wilcox at a line position, and they've really blown it open well tonight for Damian Brown and Terrell Cameron and Bo Rogers. Marcus Spivey has played most of the second half. There's a fumble on the exchange. It looks like the center for Eaglecrest was able to fall on the ball. We don't have a signal yet. I'd like to see who gets up off the bottom. Looks like Marcus Spivey came up with the fumble recovery. So another big play there by the Raptors as they've been able to avoid the costly turnover, even though they've put the ball on the ground a little bit in their own territory. They've been able to hold on to it and maintain offensive possession. Third now and about 3. Trey Miller looks to pass quickly over the middle. It's complete again to Terrell Cameron, eludes a defender. He's got open running room on the far side. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, and dragged down at the 15-yard line out of bounds. Another good pass play and good patience shown by Trey Miller as he waited for Terrell Cameron to break open over the middle. And sure enough, he did, and he takes it all the way down to the 15-yard line. So Eaglecrest opening it up here with the big lead, and they look to open it up even more as their scoring production has been very good tonight against Arapahoe. They've moved the ball well, and they're throwing the ball well now, too. Trey Miller with the call. It looks like Cameron had it. No, but Damian Brown breaks through a hole on the right side and busts down to the 5-yard line. Another excellent run by Damian Brown. Big hole broken open in the line, and it looks like the Eaglecrest offense is getting it together tonight to get on the winning track after 2 defeats in their first 2 games. They've been dominating Arapahoe here tonight. Eaglecrest was defeated by Sierra in their opener, and Sierra has defeated a good Overland team early this year, although now Overland is 1-2. You don't know how good they might be. Here's the pitch to Damian Brown, far side. He leaps over defenders at about the 3-yard line. And the Raptors were also defeated by North Glen last week. So after that extremely successful year last year, going undefeated, doing as well as you can do as a team in any sport, you go through the whole season without a defeat. That's a tough act to follow. But Eaglecrest is showing a lot of the same stuff that won them state last year tonight. Ready to go now at the 3-yard line. High formation behind Trey Miller. Goes straight ahead on the quarterback keeper. He's ahead for only about a yard. No signal yet on a touchdown, and leading the blocking in there was Mike Ferrucci. And it is a first down. So it'll be first and goal at about the 3-yard line now for Eaglecrest. Mark Moon is in at center now for Eaglecrest. He's played some tight end. There's the give on the far side to Terrell Cameron. Spins around, gets hit 2 or 3 times. And he's down to about the 2-yard line, it appears. Trey Miller really hiding the ball well as he executes that option offense. And Terrell Cameron has had good production on the counter play tonight. So it'll be 2nd and 2 from the 2. Nathan Szymanski comes near side. Spivey and Damian Brown behind Trey Miller with Cameron. There's the call. There's the good over the top. I believe it's Damian Brown. It looks like he may be close to a touchdown. No signal yet. Damian was somersaulted into the air in the attempt to get in. And we have a Raptor down on the field. I think it is Damian Brown. And we're going to have a timeout as Eaglecrest leads 21-0 on Amateur Sports Video. We're back now, and that was Damian Brown taking off the field. Terrell Cameron comes in at a tailback. Trey Miller hands to Cameron. He's ahead for a touchdown. Eaglecrest. Terrell Cameron over left guard, a big hole. And Eaglecrest blowing it open now against the Warriors. Big holes. Punched out by that offensive line. Zach Wilcox, Mike Moon, Chris Johnson, all in there. Ed Potter as well, really doing the job on the Warrior defensive line now as they're really dominating this game. Rogers comes on for the PAT, high snap. The kick is low. I think they got a hand on it, and it's no good. And that's going to make the score Eaglecrest 27, Arapahoe nothing. in third quarter action. Well, we're ready to go now. Kickoff. Eaglecrest leads 27-0 on a Terrell Cameron run from the 2-yard line, and it's another automatic touchback as Luke Rogers has shown the ability to put the ball in the end zone every time tonight on kickoffs. Got a little mix-up out of midfield. Damian Brown is being pulled away. He's saying, who, me? There's a flag on the field, and we'll have to wait for the referee and the officials to sort this out. This may go against the Raptors, but we'll just wait and see. Also involved in there looked like Slade Nelson. So this penalty is offsetting, and Arapahoe takes over on their own 20 after the touchback, and being crunched in the middle by Kevin Vidmer was Velter for no gain. Excellent tackler, excellent penetration on the defensive line. No, that's not Tebow. It's Hank Moody comes near side. There's a fumble on the play. The ball bounces into the Eaglecrest backfield, and it's going to be recovered by the Raptors by Greg Cutlet. Comes up with a loose ball. Another turnover by the Warriors, and the Warriors are starting to self-destruct now as they trail 27-0, and they could ill afford that to an Eaglecrest offense that's shown a lot of punch tonight as they already lead 27-0. They've had 4 touchdowns tonight. The only thing they've done wrong is 1 missed field goal and 1 missed point after touchdown. Otherwise, they've been very close to perfect. Marcus Spivey stays in at halfback. Cole Rogers went all the way in the first half. There's the pitch far side to Damian. He looks like he wants to throw. He sets up to throw. It's a wobbly pass, but it's complete to Todd Reed at the 10-yard line, and finally dragged out of bounds at the 8. It was a wobbly pass, but it did the job. As Damian Brown took the pitch, and on a halfback option, he completes the pass to Todd Reed for the first down at the 8-yard line. And it'll be first and goal from there for the Raptors. Trey Miller brings out the Raptors, I formation. Terrell Cameron, flank to right. There's the fake right. Terrell Cameron takes it near side, and he's stacked up on a good tackle. By number 44, Chris Campbell. And it would be second and goal from about the 7-yard line. Out come the Raptors. Trying to tack on another score here in the third quarter. Trey Miller, he fakes the counter again to Cameron. He's again dragged down in the backfield by number 78, J.D. Hillman, by the Warriors. So it's going to be third and goal as Arapahoe has stuffed the first 2 attempts. And we'll see what happens here. We'll see what Ron Peterson wants to do. Damian Brown stays in the tailback. They've tried to counter a lot down here. Miller drops the pass now. He's looking over the middle. He fires it in the end zone. Touchdown again, Eaglecrest, to a wide open Nathan Szymanski in the end zone. There wasn't anybody within 5 yards of Szymanski. And Miller rifled it into him for another Eaglecrest touchdown. And that makes the score Eaglecrest 33 and Arapahoe nothing. Rogers comes on for the PAT. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's higher this time, and it's good this time. So that makes the score Eaglecrest 34, Arapahoe nothing in third quarter action. And this is Amateur Sports Video. So Eaglecrest will get set to kick. There's the Eaglecrest spirit on the sidelines. And the Eaglecrest team is showing a lot of spirit too, as they're pounding the Arapahoe Warriors right now, 34-0. Find a very balanced offensive performance tonight. The Eaglecrest sets to kick. We'll see if Rogers can get it in the end zone again. He moves up. It's pretty high again and pretty deep. And it's going to be in the end zone for a touchback, as Arapahoe just hasn't had the opportunity to return many kicks. So we've got a new quarterback in now. Vince Ford comes in for the Warriors, as Clay Brown was unable to generate a scoring drive. His first pass on the far side is complete over there to Jason Tebow. I think Milo Haynes had the tackle. Trey Miller calls the defensive set. Greg Cutlick and Tyson Golding in at linebackers. Now we have a whistle. And that's the end of the third quarter, with the Eaglecrest Raptors on top, 34-0 over the Arapahoe Warriors at Littleton Stadium. Ready to begin fourth quarter action on Amateur Sports Video. The Warriors come out with Vince Ford now at a quarterback. Lance Velker behind him. He hands up the middle of Velker, good hole. And the first hit by Tyson Golding there, and he's helped out by Kevin Vidmer and a host of Raptors. And the Raptors will give that up all night long, as Arapahoe has to rip off huge chunks of yardage and rack up a lot of scores to get back in this one. That's Milo Haynes near side. Near side defensive end is Kevin Vidmer. One back set now behind Vince Ford. He's a 5'9", 150-pound junior. Ford looks to pitch, keeps it down the line. He's tripped up now, and then he's dragged down from behind by Kevin Vidmer. Good pursuit. And also in on the play was Courtney McHugh, and getting up slowly there was Justin Shepard. And Shepard is going to go off the field. He looks like he's a little shaken up. Second and about 5 now, as Vince Ford picked up about 5 on that keeper. Two wideouts near side. Ford has the ball and a little hesitation, and we may have an infraction. Could be illegal procedure, but we'll wait for the call. It is a legal procedure against Arapahoe. Moves him back to the 34-yard line. Ford takes the ball, drops straight back. Pretty good time. Throws it out near side and bounces it to Kevin Armitage. Coming up quickly was Milo Haynes. One step closer and he would have had an interception. And Arapahoe can ill afford another one of those, as they've been picked off 3 times tonight. Twice by Trey Miller, and if I recall, once by Damian Brown. That was Clay Brown, who was victimized by the interceptions earlier, as Vince Ford has just come in at the end of the third quarter. One back set now. Fourth snap count, pretty good protection. He throws it out near side, complete to Adam Hunt, who's in at wide receiver. Nice pass, a tackle on the play by Milo Haynes and Greg Cutlick. Kevin Vidmer crossed back upfield. He says, don't let him catch that ball. He takes his position on defensive line again. And now we're going to have a measurement to see if it's close enough. Well, it's obviously close enough. We'll have the measurement to see if it's good enough. And it is. First down, Arapahoe. They don't need first downs, they need touchdowns. Vidmer now at a slant set near side. He's trying to get an angle on Ford, and he had big pressure on him. And Kevin Vidmer put a big hit on Vince Ford that time. Boy, Vince Ford comes in a pretty tough spot tonight. He's down 34-0, and the Raptors are really teeing off on defense as Kevin Vidmer took a real wide set that time, and he just blew in on Vince Ford, who's still trying to get his chin tucked into his chin strap. But he's hanging in there. Jason Tebow goes far side. Now near side, Kevin Hansen is in for the Warriors. He plays some defense. He's also in an offense now. There's Vince Ford with the call. Drops the pass. It's a draw play up the middle. Pretty good running room, but I don't know what happened there. Looked like Troy King may have sprained a knee or something in there. He just kind of crumpled up. So we're going to have a referee's timeout while they attend to him. Arapahoe comes back out after the injury timeout. Motion far side is Jason Tebow. There's the hand up the middle to Velcro. Good running room across the 50. And he's tripped up there finally. After picking up the first down at about the 45-yard line. Big hole that time. There haven't been too many of those open in the middle of this Raptor defense tonight. Tight end now for Arapahoe is Matt Moriarty. They've got a few substitutions in there. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to pull this one out. A little confusion in the backfield. Ford rolls down the line. It's complete to Tom Moore, but he can't shake the tackle out there by Landon Quintana. He's dragged down very close to a first down, and it will be a first down. So Vince Ford has moved the Warriors a little better so far. You have to wonder how much the Raptors are giving up on coverage, though, at this point, as they have a 34-0 lead, and they're in little jeopardy of being defeated in this game now. They can afford to give up several scores. Ford, single back set, he drops straight back to pass, good protection, comes out near side, it's intercepted out there by Milo Haynes. He's taking it into Warrior territory at the 30, at the 20. He won't be headed now, and Milo Haynes takes the interception off Vince Ford for a touchdown. All the way, Milo Haynes broke to the ball. He had it read all the way, and he takes it in for, unofficially, about a 70-yard touchdown interception return. So terrific defensive play, and the Eaglecrest has been up to the test tonight on defense as they've shut down Arapahoe in every facet of their offensive game tonight. On for the point after touchdown is Luke Rogers, and it's up and it's good. And he's had a good night kicking, and it's been a good night all the way around for Eaglecrest as they now go up 41-0. Deep to receive, the Arapahoe Warrior kick returners as we swing up the field, and Eaglecrest sets the kick from the 40-yard line. Luke Rogers has been able to drive it into the end zone consistently all night. Let's see if he can do it again. He doesn't take a very long run up, but he gets plenty of leg in the ball. This is going to carry it right to the 1-yard line. It's returned by Jason Tebow at the 10. To the 15, he's up to the 20, but not much more as he's running out of real estate near side. Landon Quintana and Tyson Golding over there to push him out of bounds. There is a flag on the play, and it moves the Warriors back deep in their own territory. Raptor boosters, a happy bunch tonight, as their Raptors have come out and just dominated this game end to end with touchdowns in the first quarter, the second quarter, and 2 scores in the third quarter. And now a long interception return by Milo Haynes as he picked off the Vince Ford pass in the flat and took it all the way. He was never really headed once he broke through the original containment. He was good as gold. So we're just about ready to go here. Arapahoe will take over about their own 8-yard line. Let's see if Vince Ford remains in the game at quarterback. Breaking out far side is Mike Nelson, the wide receiver. Near side is Kevin Armitage in the slot. Now we have motion. People jumping all over, and we'll see what the call is. Call is against Eaglecrest. 5 yards. Offside. I believe it's 1st and 15 now. Vince Ford on the quarterback keeper, and he's wrapped up. We've got some substitutions in the game now for Eaglecrest. Matt Todd is in at a linebacker, a 155-pound junior. Also in there is Kerry Robichaux, 6'2", 170-pound sophomore. Ralph Ware is in at defensive line, 185-pound senior. So substitutions galore now. Milo Haynes remains in the game. Also the defensive back is Trey Johnson, the backup quarterback for the Raptors. Vince Ford calls the signals, gives, good hold. Velker breaks through the line of scrimmage, over the 20, breaks another tackle to the 25, to the 30, to the 32, and then he's dragged out of bounds somewhere in Aurora by Eaglecrest pursuit. A little overzealous over there, but when you get in the game with about 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter, you do all you can. 20-10. So we got a personal foul against Eaglecrest. Nothing really malicious in that play, just enthusiasm. That's Kerry Robichaux at a defensive end near side. On the far side is Steve Moon now, number 63. He's also listed as an offensive lineman. There's the fake to the up back. Now Ford goes near side. He's creamed to the backfield, and a wobbly pass comes out to nowhere as he was just decked in the backfield. I didn't really spot who got up off the pile, but Eaglecrest had excellent pressure that time on Ford. But Ford's taking a lot of licks, and he's still throwing the ball up. Of course, he has to. He's behind 41 points, 41-0. Trying to see who else is in there now for Eaglecrest on defense. Tyson Golding remains in the game. Lennon Quintana is in at a safety. Ford brings out the Warriors. Held scoreless so far tonight. One back set. They've stayed with that. The give to Velker. Tyson Golding misses him at the 50, and then he's dragged down by Lennon Quintana and 52 over there, Kerry Robichaux. 2 Robichauxs on this Eaglecrest team, both about the same size, both 6'2". Kerry weighs 170. Ryan goes about 165, and they're both sophomores. So they'll have a lot of football left to play for this Raptor team. Here come the Warriors. They're a little confused. They may have to take a timeout, or they're going to wind up with a delay of game call here. Ford is waving to Kevin Armitage, and now Velker is signaling for a timeout, and the Warriors have just been a little confused on offense tonight. So a timeout on the field, 41-0 Eaglecrest. The Warriors come back out. And they're ready to go. Armitage comes in the slot near side, one back set. There's movement now, and man in motion. Near side is Adam Hunt. There's the give to Velker. Small hole over the middle. It closes immediately. He's stacked up in there on a good hit by number 24, Marcus Spivey. Another Raptor who goes both ways. He plays running back, halfback on offense, defensive back on defense. The Warriors have moved from about the 43-yard line. That's Jason Tebow coming near side. Armitage in the slot. Quick hand off the Velker over the middle. He's ahead for 3 yards. No big deal for Eaglecrest supporters. They can give up 3 yards for another 8 quarters and not lose this game. It is a first down. As Arapahoe is just kind of playing out the stream now. Try to get this one over and put it behind him. Next week, for the Eaglecrest Raptors, will be at Boulder, as they will take on Boulder in a night game on the road. And that may be a very, very tough contest. Ford drops the pass. looks out over the middle. It's juggled but complete to Adam Hunt. Nice catch there. And the coverage out there was Mike Whitaker in on the tackle. And also was, well, I have an 86, but he's not on my roster. So Eaglecrest will go on the road next week to take on Mighty Boulder, who crushed a very good Bear Creek team last week, 43-15. And Bear Creek had defeated Oberlin the week before. So you wonder how good Boulder is this year. And the answer is probably very good. There's movement in the backfield. Velker jumped. No whistle. He moves through a good hole over the 25. And Landon Quintana neckties him out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. You got to watch that. That was dangerously close to happening a little far out of bounds. Now next week for Arapahoe and Rocky Britworth's Warriors will be Columbine, and that will be a road game as well, and it's also a night game for Arapahoe. Arapahoe plays in the newly reorganized Continental Conference. That's the 5A variety. There's also a Continental Conference in 4A classification. Vince Ford and the Warriors trying to get something on the board as a consolation prize as they're going down to defeat. Here's pressure on the outside from Robichaud. Ford drops it off out here to Adam Hunt, but he couldn't get there. And they'll try to regroup and do it all over again. Eaglecrest Raptors are, unfortunately, find themselves in probably the toughest league in the state. As in the Centennial League, you've got Boulder, which is undefeated, Cherry Creek, which is also undefeated, and both those teams looking like world beaters early in the 1994 season. Now we have movement on the Arapahoe line, a lot of substitutions, and an illegal procedure call. Two-back set now for the Warriors. Jason Tebow in motion near side. Ford takes it on the quarterback keeper around right end, but he's bottled up over there. On a nice tackle by Marcus Spivey was had the initial hit. And coming up on run support there was Mike Whitaker. So the Centennial League is a tough road to hoe for anybody this year. The Malton Mustangs have been up and down, although they are 2-1, as they pulled out a real squeaker against Arvada West Friday evening. They held Arvada West on their own 3-yard line as time ran out in that game, and they very easily could have lost that game. Ford takes it, drops straight back, floats over Velker's head. You have big pressure from the far side coming in from the defensive end. The Raptors were all over Ford, and he had to unload it. And the Raptors are going to take over on downs here. As the Warriors just haven't been able to hit pay dirt tonight against Eaglecrest. So it's back to the drawing board for the Warriors next week, while Eaglecrest will hope to build on this outstanding performance, which has been aided in great part by the interception total tonight, as they've picked off 4 passes by Arapahoe quarterbacks. Wholesale substitutions on the Eaglecrest offensive side of the ball now. That's Mike Whitaker, who was just in on defense, in at a halfback spot on offense now. 4 interceptions tonight. Damian Brown with a pick. Trey Miller had 2 interceptions, and then, of course, the big play, Milo Haynes with the interception return for the touchdown. The quarterback in now is Rodman Tarek, 6'3", 190-pound junior. Good size. He gives far side good running room to the 40, to the 45, and stepping out of the tackle and spinning forward to the 47-yard line is Nathan Szymanski. And that'll stop the clock for a first down. You look around the rest of the Centennial League, and Smoky Hill has struggled. They've had their problems as they're 1-2 in the young season. Oberlin has struggled as well. The defending 6A state champions, who are now in 5A, have been defeated twice this year already, as they went down to Bear Creek in their opener this year, and they've also lost to Class 4A Sierra last weekend. So Ron Paterick getting work at quarterback now. Jeff Smits is in at a wide receiver. Tight end on the far side is Mark Loon. Excuse me, that's 84. I don't have him on the roster. Paterick hands in the backfield to the tailback. That's Scott Basdell, who's also listed as a quarterback. But he's in now at tail. It's going to be third and about 8. So a lot of actors getting a lot of good work now. This is where you get game experience. When you're way ahead and you get a chance to smooth out some wrinkles. They go with the same set. Whitaker leading the blocking right here for Basler. Good blocking as Basler moves through a huge hole over the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, and dragged out of bounds finally. As Mike Whitaker led a convoy of blockers out there, and they just bulldozed the Arapahoe Warriors in the way. Ron Paterick congratulating Basler. He says, "You should run that way all the time." I'm sure Scott would like to run that way all the time. Now Whitaker's in at the tail. Marcus Spivey comes in at halfback behind Paterick. Spivey gets the ball, big hole over the middle to the 10 to the 9. So it's been a big statistical output for the Eaglecrest Raptors tonight as they have moved the ball at will against Arapahoe. That's Jeff Smits coming in with the play. Spivey and Whitaker behind Rod Paterick. There's the handoff up the middle into the 4-yard line. Mike Whitaker powers forward through the middle of the line. Excellent blocking in there.
Okay, guys, take care.
By the backup offensive line for the Raptors. Brandon Faggot is in their offensive line, as well as Mike Rucci. And these are not big guys. Mike Rucci only goes 5'9", 150. But he's out there blocking guys a lot bigger than him. Here's the give near side. I think it's Basdell again. And check it out. It's Mike Whitaker on the carry. And Eaglecrest is just kind of floundering around the 15-yard line now. Certainly not running up the score by any stretch of the imagination. As their last touchdown actually came on a defensive play. Neil Bailey comes in at wideout now. He's a 6-foot, 160-pound junior. Paterick with the call. He gives to the up man. That's Marcus Spivey ahead for about 8 yards. Good running by Marcus Spivey in there. So we'll see what happens now as Eaglecrest closes in on another score. Here come the Raptors. Ron Paterick with Spivey and and Mike Whitaker. Paterick goes down to one knee now, and Robert Peterson has no intention of running up the score here, as Eaglecrest just looks to run out the clock. And that's going to be the last play of the game as the Eaglecrest faithful count down the clock, and the Raptors notch their first victory of the 1994 season, 41-0, over an overmatched Arapahoe Warriors team that saw themselves manhandled, really offensively and defensively. It took a while for the Eaglecrest Raptors to get on track as they led 14-0 at half, but then 2 touchdowns in the third quarter broke things open, and the scoring was capped by Milo Haynes in the fourth quarter on an interception return for a touchdown. Trey Miller and Damian Brown and, Mike Whitaker, Terrell Cameron had big night for Eaglecrest on the offensive side of the ball. I'm Dallas Davidson with play-by-play. As always, our engineer and videographer, Eric Robinson. This has been an amateur sports video production. Good night from Littleton Stadium.
down and 10 at their own 2-yard line. Hedrick will quick pitch it out to Damian Brown. Brown's got a lead blocker in Sovereign. Across the 20, 30. He's going to break it up to the 50, 40. Damian Brown's going to go all the way. 98 yards from scrimmage goes Damian Brown for the touchdown. And Bryce Hedrick, the first guy down there to pick him up. And unbelievable. Damian Brown, 98 yards from the line of scrimmage.
We're ready to throw it up. Dave Cannon with Eric Robinson on camera for Amateur Sports Video. Smoky Hill in the home whites, Cherry Creek in the traveling red, and Creek controls the tip. Underneath quickly, easy, quick 2 points, goes to Brock Roulier for the layup, right-handed. Backwards. Nate Horton, the sophomore, starting for Smoky Hill, brings it up. Henry into the corner for Wood, leading scorer. Works his way through and ties it. 2 points. 2-all. Smoky Hill will press ineffectively.
I'm Todd Casper, and I attend Smoky Hill High School in Aurora, Colorado. I will be a senior there for the 1994 and 95 school year. Smoky Hill is a recognized school of excellence by the United States Department of Education. At Smoky Hill, I have maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA in advanced placement, college preparatory, and pre-international baccalaureate curriculum. My ultimate career ambition is to become a Major League Baseball player. However, I realize that this is not always possible. So I realize I must have something to fall back on, like college. In a college, I am looking for the best possible baseball program for the best possible academic program. My main interests in academics are medicine, more specifically ophthalmology.
Hey! Eyes up on me! Come on, eyes up on me, plant hard. Eyes up on me! Eyes on me, Robert. Eyes on me. Come on, eyes up, sprint! Come on, eyes up. Eyes up, Zach. Eyes up, Weimer. Come on, baby! How we play, baby!
Henry now under center. Runs play action, rolling out, got a receiver down there, wide open, Sam Talene hauls it in at the 35. Wide open was Sam Talene, and Talene pulls it in at the Buffalo 35-yard line and gets another yard as he fell forward to the 34. But he was wide open. Great protection. That offensive line of the Buffaloes rolled out with Henry when he went that way. And Talene wide open downfield, and a big gainer for the Buffs as they're into Fairview territory at the 34-yard line now. I backfield behind Henry again. Mallory with the call. Mallory breaks it out to the 30, down to the 25.